We start off with the Blueprint newspaper, and on the front page of the Blueprint, 24 hours after inauguration as Osun governor, Adeleke dethrones two first-class monarchs, sacks 12,000 workers. This is what in Nigeria would be referred to as an action by the Indabuski. Suspends OSIEC chair members, says pre-July 12th, or rather pre-July 17th appointments nullity. Named the sacked civil servants, Oyetola's aide challenges governor. Assembly kicks against governor's rejection of Osun State. Wow, our state of the virtuous. So the appellations are going back and forth. This is quite an interesting 24 hours after inauguration. And we have on page 23, Dangote promises 300,000 jobs in sugar sub-sector. Page 13, US scholar attributes Europe's prosperity to Africa. On page 9, we have attack on Atiku despicable, and this is according to Zulum. We must get to the root of the matter, he says. On page 21, we have RMRDC promoting oleochemical producing plants to boost economy. And on page 7, in Edo State, mob beats man to death over alleged motorcycle theft. And there we are back into having conversations about jungle justice. Page 8, the security-conscious federal government tells Nigerians traveling to the UK, USA, and Europe. When I saw this story, it felt like it was some form of clapback because there were reports of different countries sending security announcements on their websites, putting on notices saying, oh, be careful if you're going to Nigeria this season. It just felt like clapback. It's not only you people that have citizens to be warning. Let us warn our citizens too. Citizens of Nigeria, beware of thefts. That's what it looked like. But yeah, citizens beware of theft and be security conscious. On page 9, Kaduna, troops rescue 9 victims, recover 90 cows. And on page 19, insecurity, Russia-Ukraine war, major concerns for West Africa. And this is according to Buhari. We have our final story this morning on the front page of the Blueprint. Half salary, pay us or risk murder of all crisis, ASU warns federal government. Vows to protect public varsities from collapse. Naseni boss advocates decentralized salary for dons, says some of our colleagues don't deserve to be lecturers. Wow.
That's interesting.
Interesting. So how do we know who deserves to be a lecturer and who deserves to be something else?
Sure, they will know better. All right, let's move away from the Blueprint and still here in Nigeria, the Daily Sun newspapers. For everyone living in Lagos and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, they would know about this. Fuel scarcity persists as filling stations ration product. Also, CJN swears in 62 lawyers today as SAN. Congratulations to them. We can also find here power show at National Assembly's 2 clerks emerge as outgoing one refuses to vacate office. IGP orders commissioners of police to strategize and protect INEC offices and others. That's on page 5 of the Daily Sun. And also 2023 replaced Tinubu as presidential candidate. Atiku tells APC. Replaced with who? Exactly. And that's maybe what the PDP's candidate should be helping us understand better. Replace the APC's candidate with who? Again, women to occupy National Assembly to force lawmakers to represent gender, or rather represent rejected gender bills. That's on 28th. Don't wait till 40 or 50 before taking up leadership. Onayekon and Wike Jr. charge youths. We can also find on the Daily Sun, Governor Adeleke assumes office, pledges to correct injustices in Osun State, cancels 11th hour appointments by outgone governor, names SSG, COS, and CPS. Just 2 other stories that we can share. Troops kill 4 bandits in Kaduna. And also how I sustained the economy without borrowing in 4 years, says the outgone governor of Osun State, Oyetola. I think these are the stories that we can share from the Daily Sun this morning.
Not only did they sustain it without borrowing, he ended up leaving 14 billion naira in the national coffers or the state's coffers. Interesting stories there. Let's move out of Nigeria and head to Kenya. On the front page of Kenya, looking at the Daily Nation, we have a fresh face-off. And of course, delayed windfall 5,000 ICAS jobs. That's the big story that we're seeing this morning on the Daily Nation in Kenya. And hopefuls were expected to submit their application by October 27th. Reprieve for farmers as court puts the brakes on GMO imports. We know that this has been a cause of controversies back and forth, with Kenya lifting the bans on GMOs, and there had been kickbacks against this. Hope for peace in Congo as EAC leaders back ongoing talks. The details of that's on the back of the Daily Nation. Test of a lifetime for primary students. Kenya Certificate of Primary Education examination and the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment started throughout the country yesterday, with unfortunately some logistics issues being reported. And on the World Cup, show of class as Ghana, Cameroon shine in Qatar. We'll be talking about this further as we discuss sports much later. But that's all we can take this morning on the front page of the Daily Nation.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Ghana and Cameroon. I'm looking forward to having that conversation during sports this morning. Now let's find other stories this morning from the Namibian newspapers. Let's see here. It says, Women Power. Netumbo Sheningwa wins SWAPO's Game of Thrones. And also, Our Baby Has Lost. Sarah supporters mourn her loss. We can also find here, I don't want to hear about factionalism in SWAPO, says Game Gob. A few other stories on the Namibian, articles actually on the Namibian this morning. Artists consider new memorials and inclusive futures. Africa's 10th industrialized nation. And we can also find a picture right there on the screen. Change of guard. Deputy Prime Minister Netumbo Nandi cemented her position as SWAPO's presidential candidate. President, of course, encouraged contestants for vice president position. Anyway, you can read more of that on the Namibian newspapers this morning. I think it's very interesting there, and we would like to see more women in political position, definitely across the continent.